natin. Miss Marces, okay ka na?
Kaya po, sir. Yes, sir. Just speak ako, sir.
Sige po. Again, our next topic will be switch case. So this is actually, kung makuha ninyo, like similar with if else, but there will be kung mas dali lang compared kay if else kasi medyo tricky si if else. Pero pang switches, depende na po. Actually, depende lang din yan sa programmer. But most of the time, sinasabi nila na mas madali switch case kaysa kay if else. But one thing is for sure, please, as a listener po or can attendees or participants, you must also, this is one way or another para ma-check na to because at the end of the session, we're going to have oral recitation or maybe part of your exam to differentiate what's the if else and switch case po. What are the differences and similarities? Okay, Miss Marcel? Ang presenter natin for this topic will be Miss Marcel and Mr. Lazan po.
Yes, sir.
Full screen lang natin.
Shit. Saba kayo, sir?
Di man, dili siya madunggan.
Sige.
Okay.
Sige, good evening, everyone. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I am Maria Edita Marcels. I will be reporting switch case for C programming together with Peter Paul Lazar. Switch case C programming. What is switch case statement in C? Switch statement in C tests the value of a variable and compares it with multiple cases. Once the case match is found, a block of statements associated with that particular case is executed. Each case is in a block of a switch has a different name number which is referred to as an identifier. The value provided by the user is compared with all the cases inside the switch block until the match is found. If a case match is not found, then the default statement is executed and the control goes out of the switch block. Why do we need the switch? There's one potential problem with the if-else statement, which is the complexity of the program increases whenever the number of alternative paths increases. If we use multiple if-else functions in the program, a program might become difficult to read and comprehend. Like kung ni Edo ganina, sir, di ba, kung magamit pa o mga multiple if-else kay murag dili kayo siya maayo pag mo ang gamiton sa C program. Yes, a program might become a difficult to read and comprehend. Sometimes it may even confuse the developer who himself wrote the program. The solution to this program is the switch statement. See switch case statement. Before we see how switch case statement works in C program, let's check out the syntax of it. So, kani sir kay amo lang gid yun sa kuha lang gid ako siya sa among research. Wala kayo mo nasabtan ang switch case based sa mga nilagan para try na mo ang best Hello?
Sige po, noted po, Miss Marcel. Thank you.
So sa research, hindi na ako sa dito.
So, Monica, actually, this is actually the syntax.
Sir?
Tama ba ko? This is a syntax na based on your research. Actually, this is correct. Yung switch is the keyword. Switch is the keyword. And open parenthesis, yung nakalagay dito variable or integer expression. And it could be the case. Okay? Case na sa loob. Case is the keyword. Constant, again, is it could be the test cases. Like for example, 1A or kung unsa to siya, di ba? Most of the time sa atong if-else, if A is equals to B, ganyan siya. Si A, guys, will be the variable. Dito siya sa taas ng, dito sa variables or an integer expression. Kasi pag switch case, pag sinabi natin switch case, it is like a piece of a puzzle familiar nga imo siyang ginapangitaan kung asa ba siya nagamatch imong puzzle. Okay, that is an example of switch case. Thank you. You may now continue, Miss Mars. Actually, si default is just similar with else, sa if else. Okay, default is similar with if else po sa if else po na condition. But later, maybe the presenters are going to stress out the sequence po, the switch case. Thank you, Miss Marcel. Or okay na ba? Lahat? Or hindi pa?
Flow diagram of switch case. So, kani sir kay based ako na research list, same atong ano good sir, atong first activity na to which is katong grade. So,
Yun.
if ever kung 90 per sa 90 first 90 to 80 to 90 ang imong sa SA ang imong makuha na grade. So, tapos sa 70 to 60 B. So, mao ni siya mga phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Tapos, same lagi po na magawas niya default kapag ang imuhang block.
Kay switch case kasi very specific. Kay if else po is naka-range po siya. Skinner, di ba? Kay if else, pwede naman siya specific din po. Pero mas dako iyahang cover kay if else. Mas kaya po niya mag-range. For example, di ba nakalagay doon, if A is greater than or equal to ganyan siya, equal to 8, or A is less than or equal to ganyan siya. Kasi kay switch case, specific po talaga siya na case 1, case 2, case 3. So pag sinabi mong naka-range siya na from 10 to 20, kay switch case po kailangan specify mo siya. Case 11, case 12, case 13, case 14, and so on po. Ganon siya. Okay, case 6 case. Miss Marcel? Visible ba yung audio ko kanina?
Sir,
Ay, okay. Thank you.
kalazan na yan sir.
Ay, okay. Kay Lazan na. Mr. Lazan?
Sir,
Sige po.
Sir?
You may now start your presentation po.
pwede mo pa if-on Zoom Mars. Cellphone na mo kung di ko maklaro. I-play ang story.
Kalazan.
I-play ang kwan sa para ma kwan. Click tanong ako kana. So another example of switch case is switch case in C. Let's take an example of to understand working switch case statement in C program. So kaning naka-example diri amo ra sa ning sa mong sources. So muna mong na kuan it's int num is equal to 2 and switch open close parenthesis num is plus 2 in case 1 na niya in which I gave an expression. You can give variable also. I gave number num2 num plus 2 where num value is 2 and after addition the expression resulted 4. Since there's no case defined with value 4, the default case is executed. Next down. Twist in a story introducing break statement. Before we discuss more break statement, guess the output of this C program. I pass a variable to switch the value of the variables is 2. So control jump to the case 2. However, there is no such statement in the above above program which could break the flow after the execution. of case 2. That's the reason after case 2, all subsequent cases and default statement got executed. So, muna siya ang kanang how to avoid this situation. We can use break statement to break the flow of control after every case block. Break statement in switch case are useful when you want your program flow to come out of the switch body. Whenever a break statement is encountered in the switch body, the control comes out of the switch case statement. Example of switch case with break. I'm take I'm taking the same above that we have been able, but this time we are using break. Why didn't I use break statement after default? The control would itself came out of the switch after default. So I didn't use it. However, if you want to use the break after default, then you can use it. There is no harm in doing it. Few important points regarding switch case. Number one, doesn't always need to have order 1, 1, 2, 3, and so on. They can have any integer value after case keyword. Also, case doesn't need to be an ascending order always. You can specify them in any order as per the need of the program. You can also use characters in switch case. For example, para in case D, B, C, Z, there. The expression provided in switch case should result in constant value, otherwise it would not be valid. So ang constant ang kung valid expression for switch. Ano siya mga valid expression for switch kanang 1 plus 2 plus 23. O kaning 1 times 2 plus 3 divided by 4. Ang invalid ani niya kay kaning switch A, B, and CD and switch A, B, C. Nesting of switch statements are allowed, which means you can have switch statements inside another switch. However, nested switch statements should be avoided as it makes program more complex and less readable. Duplicate case values are not allowed. For example, the following program is incorrect. This program is wrong because we have no case A, which is wrong, as we cannot have duplicate case value. So kani daw nga input daw wrong din siya kay kaning nagbalik daw ang case A. So dapat dili siya mag-duplicate para ma-valid ang expression. So nakita man nimo sa case A, naduha man siya ang case A. So dapat kung ang case A na just primero sa case A sa print case A. Ikaduhaan na niya print. So ang case niya B na siya sa C and so on. The default statement is optional. If you don't have a default in the program, it would run just fine without any issues. However, it is a good practice to have a default statement so that the default execute if no case is matched. This is especially useful when we are taking input from user for the case choices. Since user can sometimes enter wrong value, we can remind the user with a proper error message that we can set in the default statement.
Natulog na ba ka mo?
Okay pa.
Okay ba yata sana ni sir? May ano yung activity tayo? Sandali. Okay na ba?
Sir, okay na sir.
Person?
Question.
Yes,
Question,
Sir
sir.
Edo.
Ganyan lang talaga yung value ng yung syntax ng case. switch case sa gagamitin natin sa ating compiler.
Sige daw. Can we try the demo na lang?
Sa
First
compiler,
demo.
opo. Yes.
Para at least ma-aware din po sila kung paano gamitin yung switch case. Can we have a demo, Mr. Lazan?
Kasi si Madam man yung laptop, sir. Si ang assistant. Dili ko makakuha sa compiler sa cellphone, sir.
Tingnan ko kaya daw eh. Para.
Sorry. Ano lang may trigger.
Na siya yung murag, ang isa niya kanang default lang, tapos ang kaduhan niya kaya nato na muna itong na-break.
So dito mag-base sa sa declaration something kung unsa imong i-input dito sa condition niya kato lang po mo gawa sa by output. Okay. Sige. Thank you.
Pero
Sige
dili
po,
siya,
magkain kayo try. Mag-demonstrate. Ako na lang po mag-demo. Sige, for a while ha.
sir.
We're going to open yung online compiler na lang tayo for a while.
Atik lang ko.
Programming, no? We'll be using programming guys. Wala, hindi pa na nakashare. Sandali. Andyan pa ba lahat? Wala tayong mga camera pero hoping that you're still in the line. Sandali. Okay. Oo. Napadi ay. Sandali, magkuha ng tagamay na oras. Kasi again, holiday po. Declared na po. Nag-chat na ang office. So, holiday po this coming Wednesday. So,
Yeah.
may double pay tayo, Miss Marces, no? Kasi Miss Marces lang pala kasi si Miss Marces lang yung may work. Si Mr. Edo, may holiday.
Yes, wala may works. Pero nami activity sir, bigay puso.
Yung
Mag-community
Ano daw?
service may sir.
okay. Nice. Ayun yung Miss Marces, double pay kayo.
Wala, sir.
Okay, for switch case, guys, is my screen visible na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, sige, let's have an example. Integer value, like for example, int num is equals to 10. Again siya. So, again, for line number 6, we initialize the variable num. Ang value niya is 10 with the data type of int. So, let's proceed now with switch case. Again, don't forget the keyword switch and the variable. Dito po sa loob, you can have the variable or the test case kung ano po yung value. For our example, we'll be having num as the test case natin. So, case, again, the keyword case. So, ano ba yung mga, kumbaga, again, when you use switch case, guys, it is like, a piece of a puzzle where you are looking for kung asa iyang kamat. Okay? Asa iyang kamat, asa iyang kapareha. So, the same goes with atong, sa atong tennis, sa atong mga love life. So, if wala pa kay kailan, wala pa kay kaparehas, nagkapikas, so you are still searching for the one. So, the same na ICT, guys. I don't know if makarelate mo ako, hindi ko karelator mo itong sa akong nagkakapta ko. So, okay, let's proceed. So, case 1, for example, 1 po ang value ng ating num. So, mauna siya. So, we're going to display printf 1. So, yun pa ang display. Again, after the case, you're going to have a break. Kasi pag walang break, ano yung mangyari, Mr. Lazan?
Sir?
Anong mangyari pag walang break ng ating switch case? Nakalagay yun kanina. Pag walang break, mag-proceed yan siya dito sa next natin na case. Okay? Kaya need siya ng break. Pag wala kasing break, mag-proceed yan siya kay case number 10 or sa next cases. Printf 10. Break na naman tayo. Okay. 20. Printf. You can have as many cases as you want, pero again, pag marami na siyang cases, so it makes your program ka ng dyan sa taas. Okay, kuha na ako. Klaro pa ba? Sige, mo lang ako. Para dito. Hintay ng konti. Printf 20. Tama ko. Then break. Again, ito po katumbas ito sa if-else ng, ang katumbas nito sa if-else is if num is equal
If
to 1.
num equals to
Ganyan siya,
1.
yung equivalent niya. Okay? Ito naman, ang katumbas nito sa if-else is
If num
else na pala, else if
else
num, kasi num again, ito siya yung variable natin, kaya yun siya doon. Num is equal to
equals to
10.
10.
Yun siya ang equivalent. Okay? Nakuha ninyo? And this one,
Else if
num is equal
num
to
equals
20.
20.
Again, dito sa else if, hindi kasi pwede, pag sinabi kasing less than, ganyan siya, less than, or equal to 10, pag ganyan, kailangan specify mo talaga siya, specific. Later po, we're going to have that one as an example. But we're going to proceed na this as simple command. Now, ang last natin is default. So, si default po ang mag-display. Kumbaga, ang display natin dito, printf out of range. Then, ganyan siya. Yan na siya ang end sa ating switch case. So, if you're going to run the program, what will be, kung kayo yung mag-run sa program, what will be the output? Anyone from the class? Sige, Miss Mar says, what will be the output of the program?
Case 10. 10. 10.
And, ito po yung output natin, 10.
10. 10.
Okay, 10 po yung output ha. So, we're going to run the program. Ayun siya, 10. So, ang bilis ng run, no? So, ganun siya. Now, if you're going to change, again, dependent yan sa kung anong value natin dito. For example, ang value ng ating test case is 90. What will be the output?
Default out of range.
Yun, out of range. Kasi wala na siya sa, di siya case 1, 10, and 20. Kaya default out of range yung display. Yun, yung sabi ko kanina, sir, what if, eto siya, sir, 1 to 9. Sir, if 1 to 9 yan siya, sir, gusto na ko, kuha na siya. Yes, you can have case 2, case 3. So, if you want to push talaga na ganyan, gusto mo mag-switch case, ayaw mo mag-if else, so, pwede yan siya dito, pero kailangan handugtong mo siya dito. Case 7. Kailangan specific kasi sa switch case, guys, hindi siya katulad kay if else, na you can have the range. So, yun siya. If you're going to run the program,
Mali.
90 out of range talaga yan siya. Pero pag 9 yung value, so going to run, yun siya. Ay, okay. 1, yun siya. 1 to 9. So, yun siya. 1 to 9. Or you can have, if ang value po ng ating num is 4, again, 1 to 9 pa din po yung. Okay? Now, aside from that, sir, yung sinabi kanina, yung nasa example kay Mr. Lasan is naka-ano po yun, naka-character. Yes, you can have that one. For example, character tayo. Car, data for example. Then again, pag naka-character, kailangan nasa loob ng single quote. A. Case. Again, pag single quote, excuse me, pag character, naka-single quote po yan, dapat car A, printf. Nagpasabilis ako. Move lang tagamay ha, adjust lang ng konti. Okay lang ba? Apple. Break. Again, don't forget to break. K, B, printf, ball. Baka, sample lang ito, baka makonfuse kayo. Break, case, C, printf, case, and break. Again, for the else natin, equivalent ng else is default. For default, guys, we're going to have printf, yun nga, out of range. Wala na siya sa choices. So, if we're going to run the program, what will be the output before Press ko ang run button. The output is apple. Yes,
Apple,
exactly.
sir.
Yun, may error. Num kasi is not declared. So again, guys, we need to change this one to data. So apple is the output. If naman po lowercase a, ano yung mangyari?
Out of range.
Out of range.
Yes, out of range. Again, always remember kung nata nag-programming guys, case sensitive po si programming. Lowercase letter is different from uppercase letter. Kaya yung display natin dito is out of range. Sir, paano kung word? Pwede ba yun siya, sir? Yes, pwede naman po pag word. You need to insert it to the double quote po. For example, apple. Kailangan ipasok ko lang siya sa double quote po. But again, always remember, nakaano po iyan dapat. Case sensitive po. So kung uppercase letter, uppercase lang po talaga yan. Okay, what will be the output?
A.
A.
A po. Ayun, nag-error na siya. Sir, nag-error na lagi kasi nga data. A, sandali. Yung ating
Cake, sir. Nakapitan.
sandali. Parang may mistake na siya. Yung label does not reduce the integer constant. Hindi na siya pwede. Parang hindi na siya pwede. Oo, parang hindi na siya pwede guys ng ano. Pero parang pwede kasi ito before. Car data. Ito naman. Pero parang hindi na siya pwede ng ano ha. I don't know pag baka dun sa ibang palang. Hindi na siya pwede ng naka-string. Kasi string na ito pag ano. So, hindi pala pwede. So, hindi pwede. Oo. Tama ba ako? So, number presenter, hindi pala pwede guys. Hindi siya possible. So, yung pwede lang dito, single character and numbers po. Hindi din po pwede yung float dito na gamitin. So, single lang siya. So, it means naka-single quote lang. Okay. Question. May formative assessment tayo, Miss Martes. Bigyan na natin as assignment if meron. Miss Martes. Mr. Lazan.
Sir.
May formative assessment tayo.
Wala na, sir.
Wala na. Okay, pag wala na, okay na tayo. Wala tayong assignment for tonight para ma-enjoy ninyo inyong holiday no on Wednesday. Kasi on Friday we'll be having exam. Kasi wala pa tayo ng midterm exam, am I right? Both lecture and laboratory. So yun, other clients in Martha. Okay po, noted. Again, on Friday guys, di ba hindi pa tayo midterm exam, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, semicolon. Okay, on Friday we'll be having laboratory and lecture exam po. The first 1 hour is allotted for lecture exam. Again, the coverage is from the beginning from yung sa report nila Mas Piñas until report nila Martes po. Until switch case lang muna tayo. Okay? Data types and operators, keywords and identifiers, variables and constant, key strings, and conditions like if else, and the last will be the switch case. Question.
Pwede may makapangayog PPT atong previous reporter, sir.
Yun,
If
PPT.
possible.
Pakikuha na lang, palakilagay na lang sa group chat, Mr. Maspiñas, Olarte, and Bakiran. Pwede ilagay na lang sa group chat.
Ako, sir, kaya nasend na ako sa limit sa sir.
Na-send na sa email.
Sa LMS, sir.
Yung sa repository nga gi-activate, di ba? May right.
Yes, sir.
Sige, kuan ako later kuan ako sa i-upload na ko siya. Kung dili sa LMS, sa group chat na lang siguro kay parang hindi lahat maka-access sa LMS. Dili siguro gi-upload sa midterm assignment. Parang sa email siguro. Am I right? Sa kaan siguro gi-upload. Sa email. Again, ang email po, naglagay po ko ng email address sa message box. Hello? What about the others? Question? Hindi na ako makita yung email. Okay, ibalik na ko akong email. Ayun siya. Ay, small letter po lahat. Ito siya. Okay, nasa message box. Paki-check po. So, paki-email po kasi I will be uploading the course materials like PDF or PowerPoint presentation of file sa group chat po para visible siya. Kasi kung hindi lahat naka-access sa LMS, medyo kawawa niya naman yun.
Kuha na ng mga concept. Masiguro na sensor po.
Sige, double check ako later or tomorrow, then I'm going to give feedback or updates po after.
Yes, sir.
Questions? Again reminders, baka magtaka yung iba. Friday po may online class tayo to give way for the midterm exam. Bawi tayo sa exam, so wala pa tayo na sa exam sa midterm. Then Monday next week. Again, Wednesday walang pasok. Then Friday we're going to have midterm exam, both lecture and laboratory. Questions? Questions?
Wala, sir.
Okay, if you don't have any questions, I request Mr. Sumaya. I mean, lang, si Mr. Maspinias na lang to lead the closing prayer. Mr. Joseph? Hello, Joseph. Natulog na gusto si Joseph.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Spirit, amen. Lord, thank you for the topic that you gave us today. And Lord, I also give thanks. I also give thanks for your guidance, and I also give thanks that you guide us into no more lessons about our topic for this tonight. And Lord, please guide us with your grace. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Spirit. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Joseph. Sandali, double check ko lang yung attendance. Baka kasi. Sandali double check din ako ang attendance. Okay, for tonight, December 6, na si Aguilon, no? Aguilon? Wala na si Aguilon?
Siya sir, nalagibuhat siya.
Okay. Wala si Bakiran. Bakiran? Asa na si Bakiran? Si Miss Bakiran. Palihog ko kay Miss Bakiran. Kasi close na rin ni Bakiran. Wala na siya yung sulod-sulod. Na si Bilyones, na si Bulao, na si Danganon. Am I right? Duran. Dili. Duran, may fake. Duran. Na si Lazine. Am I right? Moises. Olarte.
Yes, sir.
Polio. Rebaha. Naba si Cruz? Palihog ko kay Cruz. Kay murag warning na yata ni siya for bingo. Mag-graduation na yata. Na si Edu Maspinia. Sumaya, Marces, and kinsa pa wala na tawag? Okay, I suppose everyone is being mentioned during the attendance checking a while ago, and sa double checking po, may mga na-check po na wala kanina. Okay, if you don't have any questions, everyone, again, stay safe, everyone. God bless. And see you on Friday during the online class po na exam to give you for the midterm exam. Same time po, 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. Thank you, and God bless everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. God bless. Congratulations, Mr. Edu and Miss Marces, and also Mr. Hanpo. Kasi ganito, Lazar. Yun. Hindi ko na makalimutan. Thank you. God bless, guys.
By the way, thank you for watching guys. I love you.